Hello, everybody. This is the voice of tradition, Jonathan Darwin, and you're watching the Hashtag Truth with Scott Larson.
Hashtag Truth Podcast. Hashtag Truth. Speaking truth. Yeah, we'll never back down. Hashtag Truth. Shining light on the underground. Hashtag Truth. Uncovering what they don't want known. Hashtag Truth. Uncovering what they don't want known. Hashtag Truth Podcast. We're never alone.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I love the new intro. It's 7 o'clock, it's Monday night, and look at Charles, he's all revving at the go. Man, I'm telling you, I'm tripping over my words to see him so excited. It's Hashtag Truth, ladies and gentlemen, and we're here with the one, the only Mr. Charles Fuller. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. How about you?
Now, originally I had planned, ladies and gentlemen, to have a referee week this week. Charles was going to be the first one to lead off the week, and then, of course, I would have had 2 other shows. But unfortunately, I'm going in for mouth surgery tomorrow, so Charles will be the only guy I interview all week until next week when I'm back. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. We're going to be talking refereeing throughout the whole thing. Charles is a referee. And I can't wait. We've got people coming in already. Lafayette, Indiana in the building. What's happening, guys? Robert Brown. Bree is in the house. Said, hey, Scott, how are you? I am doing great. First surgery in my mouth out of the way. Second surgery tomorrow. After next week, I will have Hashtag Truth back on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays like usual. And all the people that missed the other shows or I had to cancel on, if you guys get a hold of me, I will reschedule you right away. You guys have first dibs for my scheduling. Andrew Fuller said, Mooresville, North Carolina. Thank you, Andrew, for showing up. I think he knows you. I think he knows you.
That name does sound familiar.
Robert Brown said, prayers for your surgery to go well. Scott, I appreciate it, Robert, man. I really do. So let's get right into the show, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it works.
Hashtag Truth Podcast. Hashtag Truth. Speaking truth. Yeah, we'll never back down. Hashtag Truth. Shining light on the underground. Hashtag Truth. Uncovering what they don't want known. Hashtag Truth.
All right, tell us all about you. Mr. Charles Fuller, how did you get wrangled into the crazy world of professional wrestling and refereeing in general?
So, growing up, I've always been a fan of wrestling. It's always been my happy place. And when I was about 18, about actually turned 19, I went to an independent wrestling show, MATW. In my hometown of Richmond, Virginia, and I met a wrestler named Ace Montana, and we started talking, and he told me he was opening a wrestling school about an hour from my house, so I started going there, and the funny thing is about that, I wanted to be a wrestler at first, so I show up on the first day, we do the little workout exercise, and it got too much for me. Too much. It was hot out, so I threw up, left, and didn't come back for a few weeks. And I was kind of like upset because this has been my whole passion. And then got a phone call from Ace, and he's like, "Hey man, come back. I see you as a referee. You want to be one?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll be one." And it's
so you grabbed the rings of being a referee, went in and trained to learn how to be a referee.
Yes, sir.
So who was the guy that you just mentioned that trained you? Who was the first guy that took you under his wing?
Ace Montana. He's an independent professional wrestling superstar. He's been wrestling for 20 years. Okay.
Well, I love it, man. So how long did you stay at the school before you actually went out and did your first show?
So I was there from June, and then I had my first match in November. But then I graduated in January. Then I moved down to North Carolina.
Okay, so you did 6, 7, 8 months of training before you actually became ring ready, which is good. The more training, the better, man. I mean, that's awesome. That a lot of people don't even stay in training for wrestling that long. They just go, they train for 2, 3 months, and boom, they're a professional wrestler. They're off and running. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I really respect that. Robert Brown's. Oh, that was I already read that one. Hello, are you live on Facebook? Uh-oh, we're having a problem. We have a hiccup with Facebook.
Ooh.
Let's see if we can try it again. Nope, it's a hiccup. We're going to be on YouTube for tonight, guys. Unfortunately, Facebook, we're on YouTube or X. So if you want to watch on YouTube, go to hashtag Truth Wrestling Podcast on YouTube, or go to hashtag Truth Indie Wrestling Podcast on X, and we'll be on both of those. I will record this and put it on Facebook after we're done. There's always, 3 ways to skin a cat, as they always say. We'll get it on Facebook. Don't you worry. Robert Brown said, fun fact, Charles is my middle name. So Robert Charles Brown, welcome. There you go. Robert wants to know, who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
My favorite wrestler growing up was Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Cody Rhodes, and Kelly Blanchard, JTG, and almost every independent wrestler out there.
Okay, I got you. I mean, I could see from your back wall there that you're a huge wrestling fan. You wouldn't be a huge wrestling fan with, without half your wall being put up with figurines. Who was the first figurine you ever got?
The first, I want to say it was a John Cena I got for Christmas when I was 8 years old.
Okay, John Cena. That's not a bad guy right off the bat. He's definitely a WWE Hall of Famer. Man, I'm really upset that we're not on Facebook right now, because there's a lot of people that want to watch it. And for some odd reason, I keep clicking on the Facebook link. It tells me to hit the go live again. It should go away, but it's not. But we'll definitely get everybody on Facebook on here in a little while, without a doubt. I'm not worried about it. We do have people watching. So I appreciate all you guys on YouTube and X watching and asking Charles questions. We're going to get right into it. If you guys have any more questions for Charles, feel free to ask. I will put them up on the screen, and he will answer. Always something when it's live, guys. All right, Larissa is coming on. Where do you live in North Carolina?
I live about 30 minutes from Charlotte, North Carolina, a little town called Mooresville.
Mooresville. Okay.
It's
So that's why you were smiling when Andrew said Mooresville, North Carolina. Okay, I got you. See, I put 2 and 2 together there. The Bottom Line Wrestling. You guys got to go check out The Bottom Line for interviews. He's a young podcaster, Luke Childers. You guys got to go check him out. Thank you guys for all switching over to YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm having an issue with Facebook again. Go figure. It tells me to keep clicking the go live, and eventually I should be let in, but you never know. Thank you guys for moving over to YouTube. And I am also on X. If you have a subscription on X, you can go over there and watch me live there. After the show, I will be putting this up live on Facebook so everybody can see. But so how did it feel the first time you got out there in your first match to referee? Were you really nervous?
I was, and it's funny too because it almost never happened. So I remember it was November 18, 2023, a day before my mom's birthday. And I was at the event, helping out, setting up, taking down, all that. And usually, the number one rule in wrestling is always have your gear with you.
Right.
I used to keep my gear in my truck all the time. I never took it out. I only took it out to wash it. But I was cleaning out my truck that day because I had to drive a lot of people to the show.
Okay.
And I forgot my gear. I was like, I'll probably not referee tonight.
You were scheduled to referee that night and you forgot your gear.
Well, no, they didn't tell me I was going to referee.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I went up there just thinking, gonna help set up,
I got you. Go up there, pay your dues, help set up,
yeah,
show them that you really want to be a referee, and maybe they'll give you a shot. I got you.
yes, sir. And then 5 minutes before the doors open, Ace comes out and goes, "Do you have your gear?" And I'm like, "Oh crap!" I go to my car. I look through my car. I found my referee shirt, and luckily the school and the principal was Chris was super helpful, and they had black pants and black shoes, but the shoes were a size 9, and I'm a size 12, so it hurt.
Oh no, yeah, way too small. Hey, even if you do the referee and shirts and another pair of sneakers, I don't think they're really going to pay attention to the sneakers if you get in there and you do your job right? You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So I'm glad, man. We got a lot of people talking. Thank you, everybody, for switching over to YouTube and X. I apologize again. StreamYard's having problems with Facebook again, and unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. I didn't find out till after I started the show. So Larissa wants to know. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going way up ahead of people. Where do we got? All right. Bottom line wants to know: do you have a ref Mount Rushmore? Do you watch referees in WWE or AEW and things like that?
Yes, sir. So I always do study tapes of referees to like get better and see what I can learn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to start off with obviously Charles Robertson. I've met him when I was Makerless, so that was really cool.
Okay.
Second has to be Chris Sharp, aka Tip Danny, who's now in WWE and NXT.
Okay.
Number 3 will be Mike. I'm going to say the last name wrong, but he's been WWE for a while.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
Cordon? No, Matt. I don't know how to pronounce his name right.
Okay. Do you have a fourth one?
Fourth one would have to be Brian Jones, and then John Harty. They're
oh wow, you got 5 or 6. You're gonna make a big Mount Rushmore. I like that. That's cool. But that's great. That lets me know that you really enjoy being a referee and that you really take your craft seriously. And if you study all them referees and they're all already in the big show, that means that you really want to be as good as them. And we're gonna get into some referee stuff here in a minute, but we gotta get. Larissa wants to know, what's your shoot job?
So my shoot job is I make carbon fiber. So the carbon fiber that you see in NASCAR, NASA, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, all that carbon fiber.
So you make the stuff that goes into the shells of like the Lamborghini, how they make the fenders and all that stuff. Because they don't make them out of steel anymore. They use, like you said, carbon fiber and stuff like that. So, well, that's pretty cool. I like that. I appreciate you answering that. A lot of people wouldn't have answered that question. So I appreciate you doing that. Larissa said, so are you 20 years old?
Yes, I am.
Okay, there you go. I don't know why Larissa's asking that, but there's got to be a reason. Just saying.
There's a reason because Wrestling Evolution, the commentary team made a joke when I first started with them.
Okay.
That I was 16. So
you do look young. I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw your picture on Facebook, on your Facebook page, I was like, man, this kid started young. And my good friend that got us together for this interview, Chuck Winchester, he was like, dude, this kid's over 20. I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah, he is. Oh, wow. Okay.
I know anytime I go places, people are like, wait, you're Ashley Corny? Stop lying.
Right. Oh, here we go. We got Cowboy Bob in the house. Big hello from Cowboy Bob. Oh, here it is. Here it is, Charles. I knew Larissa had a reason. Larissa don't come out and ask questions for no reason. She said, are you single?
No.
Oh, man, you just broke a heart. You just broke a heart out there in hashtag Truthland. Okay. Andrew Fuller said, do you like that one ref in AEW, Aubrey Edwards?
I know some people have like, I don't want to say problems, but I know he does have haters. I mean, I like, and there's some things I've learned from her, and then some things I've learned not to take from her. I guess I've never met her in person, but just watching her on the TV, it's like she likes to over exaggerate or try and be like the main character, I guess.
Okay. Bottom line wants to know, would you ever like to do anything else in wrestling? You said you tried to be a wrestler, but you couldn't do the cardio, right?
Well, I couldn't be a wrestler because of my bleeding disorder, and then
I got you.
and then yeah, the workout was too much. But with hemophilia, I'm a liability because if
I got you. So you have heme, and for everybody out there, hemophilia is like when you get cut, you bleed a lot, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, so I can understand that. That makes sense. But for you to be a referee, to you, like I said, you took oranges and made orange juice. I mean, lemons and made lemonade. However you want to say it.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, you wanted to be a wrestler. You wanted to get in. You found out because of some of the things that was like me. I can't be a wrestler with all my stuff that's going on with me. So I decided to be a podcaster, and hey, it worked out just fine. And we're gonna watch you in a little while do your thing in a match. It's a great match, and I watched it twice this morning with the audio. Unfortunately, we can't watch the audio with it. So I did hear all the smart remarks that the commentators, Chuck and Tim, had to say about you. It was kind of funny, but unfortunately, because of YouTube and Facebook being a butt already tonight, that we can't play the sound. But Andrew said you're taken. He's confused. Apparently, Andrew Fuller knows you. He's like, you're taken? What? I don't want to embarrass you. We're going to move on.
Yeah,
Larissa said, Scott, this is Missy, and for some reason it says Larissa's name. I'm trying to find her a nice, respectful guy. See, that's Mama. That's Larissa's Mama,
nice to
Missy.
meet
Hey, Missy, how you doing? That's great. I love it. That must make you feel good that a mama out there thinks you're so respectable that hey, I want you to date my daughter.
that means a lot.
I love it, man. That is so cool. So when it comes to refereeing, I have and this is my personal belief. If other people believe different, that's fine. But I believe the premise of a good referee is if we don't know the referee's even in the ring. And what I mean by that is you do your job, you make sure the rules aren't broken, you have a blind eye every once in a while, depending on what, it makes sense. But for the most part, if we don't realize that you're in the ring, there's a chance that it's going to be a really good match. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody ever told you that?
They told me that a referee, it's the third person in the match.
Right.
That you need to not be over the top.
Right.
There to make the two guys in the ring look big while you're over kind of enforce the rules. And
Andrew said good night. He has to get back to work. Thank you, Andrew, for stopping by. #Truth. I appreciate it.
That's funny. We have the same last name.
Yeah, right? That's probably what caught his eye. That's pretty cool, though. But yeah, you were telling us about what he had told you?
So the referee's always there to make the two wrestlers look big and to stay out the way but still enforce the rules. So I believe what you say.
Yeah, in the match that we're about to watch with you in a little bit, I watched for that. And there are times in that video where they show over 3/4 of the ring with the two competitors in there, and we don't see you anywhere. But then out of nowhere, one of them pins the other one, and here you come sliding in out of nowhere. Boom, boom. Oh, you're left-handed. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm right-handed.
Oh, you're right-handed?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you slid in and you used your left hand that time. So you used it quite a few times in that match, as a matter of fact. But
Yes, sir.
you slid in, and boom, 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 and then you were right out of there. And I was like, man, this is impressive. We're gonna point that out when we watch the match too. That the only time you got involved was exactly when a ref needed to get involved, and then you were nowhere in the video at all. It was great.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not saying we don't want to see you. What I'm saying is you did your job to a T. And that's what fans like. You know, when a referee blows something in the ring, it really makes, people upset. And then you get, have you ever had where you accidentally did something wrong and you went in the locker room and the next thing you know, wrestlers are flying through the locker room? That stupid ref, what the heck's wrong with you?
No, I
Okay.
haven't had that happen, luckily, so far. So, but there have been a few times in that ring where I have messed up. Like last Saturday, I was trained to always, count to three, no matter what. If they don't kick out, they're fault. My hand barely hit three, and he kicked out right as soon as my hand went down for the three and hit the mat, but called for the two because he kicked out. So
Right.
the fans were like, "That was three," and they kept.
I got you. I mean, they're always gonna do. I do that on purpose to some of the shows that I go to, like HWA and New Millennium and stuff like that. When they go down and they go to count 1, 2, and I'm rooting for the guy that they're counting against. That was three, ref. That even though there was no way it was a three. I mean, your hand didn't even start coming down the third time, but you want your guy to win, so you're gonna yell in there, yeah, that was three, ref. That was three, and that's pretty cool. Every once in a while, we'll get a referee to turn around and look right at you and go, no, it was two. And that's pretty cool, too. I mean, I have to admit, it is. I already go ahead.
Another thing I've learned in the wrestling business from other referees is a good ref can make a bad match good, and a bad ref can make a good match good. Oh, wait, a bad ref can make a good match bad.
Right. There you go. I got you. I see what you're saying. It makes sense. Oh, here's a little humor from the bottom line. Why do you sell zebra cakes?
So the reason I sell zebra cakes is because one time I had a fan come up to me and a few of the wrestlers, and they're like, you look like zebra, and they make zebra cakes. I feel like you can sell them.
So you actually at your gimmick table sell zebra cakes?
Yes, sir, I do.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was a joke. That's awesome. That is so cool. I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought it was a joke.
It's all good. A lot of people think it's a joke, and then
it makes sense though. Just what the kid said. You're in black and white. You look like a zebra. Dude, that's great. I love that. That is pretty cool. Speaking of Chuck Winchester, he said, "Hey man, good luck on the interview." There you go. He's the one that got us together.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Travis Vane said, "Charles the GOAT." I love it.
Nah, that's all you, Travis.
Travis said, "What's your favorite match that you've ever reffed?" Good question. I was going to get to that, but that's good that he got there.
So I've had a lot of great matches. Counting three or just only one?
You can give me as many as you want, sir.
So number one has to be this guy named Travis Vane versus Daniel Copperhead.
Okay.
Number two is Heath Slater and Ice Cream Truck versus Scotty Black, and I forgot the other two guys' name. I'm sorry. But it was in Shelby, North Carolina, and that was very special to me because I saw
what company was you working for there?
It was a one-off company.
Okay.
I can look through my notebook.
And you're good. You're good. If you can't remember, that's fine. But I was just that's some pretty big names right there that you got to ref with. I mean, you've been in the ring with some WWE or ex-WWE superstars.
Yes, sir. Ricky Morton, John Schuyler.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, that Heath Slater moment meant a lot to me because I remember when Backlash came to Richmond, Virginia, I was in the nosebleed section because my mom's friend gave me tickets because I was in the hospital for 3 weeks and they wanted to get,
Okay.
special present. So she
Right.
in when the tag belts with Rhino, the
Okay.
first tag belts, and to raise his hand. Cool moment.
Nice. Melissa, this is not Larissa, it's Melissa. Melissa said we met in Denver when Strowman was there. So you also got to meet Strowman.
Yes, sir. I did.
Very good.
That was a
Go
cool
ahead.
moment because back in May 11th, where we're about to watch the match.
Don't
Uh,
tell him. Don't tell him who yet. I want that to be a surprise.
sorry, I thought you already. Sorry.
Nope. I said two competitors. I didn't say who.
Sorry. My
You're
bad.
good. You're good.
The one time I did a show at Banny's High School where Braun Strowman went to high school.
Oh, okay. I got
And
you.
then the next week I did.
I noticed you like tying things together, don't you? You like the history and everything of wrestling too, don't you?
Yes, sir, I do.
I love that. That's great. Go ahead.
People call me a wrestling encyclopedia because I know.
Oh, nice. I love that. I mean, you got good taste. I see a bunch of good wrestlers behind you on the wall. So
Yes, sir.
Melissa said fans are watching you be a ref even when you think they are not.
Yes, I have realized that in the past when I used to do some things as a kid, like help out at certain things. I was like, oh, parents can see me on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, I need to like try and like stay away or like not post as
Okay.
much stupid stuff as I did.
Right.
So I'm
It makes you grow up quick, knowing when you got responsibilities. That's what it comes down to. Chuck Winchester wants to know who is the wrestler that is the toughest to ref for. Have you got any problem children out there that when they get in the ring they got problems with the ref?
haven't really had a wrestler that was tough for me.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Do you know any commentators that give you a problem when you're in there refereeing?
Yeah, this guy named Chuck Winchester.
Ivan M. Righteous, right? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's blow him up. Thank you for the question, Chuck, man. I love you. Melissa said that was New Blood Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, my dad's here. What's up, Dad? What type of training do refs go through?
So, hello to your dad, by the way. So it's all different. Schools, every wrestling school is different how they train refs. For me, they basically had me stand in the corner, and then when they did little practice matches, I would, do the 5 count if they were in the corner or had the hair or on the ropes, and then count 3. So it's all different. Sometimes you just stand there in the corner while they're doing the workout, and you just do the 10 count whenever they're outside the ring. And then most of the times you're outside watching referee videos.
Okay, I got you. Melissa wants to know if you've ever ref for APW in Boiling Springs. That's South Carolina. She corrected herself on the next line. But have you ever wrestled at the Asylum? Have you ever refereed at the Asylum?
Yes, I have. It's a fun time.
I've not been there since everything has changed, but I love what they're doing there at the Asylum, man. I am very impressed. Andrew Fuller said, "What's your most embarrassing moment of your ref career? I heard you tripped up the stairs. You tripped going up the stairs?"
No, it wasn't. I don't remember that, but I do remember one time. It was my first ever show at Wrestling Evolution, and I went to go through the curtain, and I didn't realize they had like a cord sticking up or that little like bump when you go through.
Right, a little upstep.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I went to go through the curtain and there was a little bump on the floor, and I like
Hey, don't be embarrassed, man. I was the manager one night and I broke my toe trying to get out of the ring. So don't feel embarrassed. I was getting out of the ring. I fell onto the stairs and my foot came straight down like that. And I broke my third toe on my foot. So, yeah, don't feel embarrassed. I've been there. Bottom line wrestling. Yeah, see, he's sticking up for you too. He said, yeah, the stairs get slippery. And some places, and the shows know who they are. Some of them you can't even count them as stairs. I mean,
oh yeah, there's some companies who
that don't even have stairs.
Yeah, like I know sometimes I'll go do shows at high school gyms, and we're not allowed to have stairs because it will stress the floor or mess up the paint.
Right.
So it's always
some companies bring a special. If they're smart, they'll bring a special pad or something to put under the stairs so they can put the stairs down. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't scratch or move. Some companies do that. Some companies just do like you said. They don't even place them down, and then it makes chaos for some of the wrestlers. You know, you get the bigger wrestlers. You know, they can't do the sliding in like some of the littler guys, smaller guys, and it causes a problem. But that's here or there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. But yeah. There's some stairs that, like you said, won't even classify as stairs. So
right. Well, we're gonna hit a commercial real quick.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna play the commercial for the Bottom Line, a great wrestling podcast. Like I said, he's on here tonight. Luke Childers runs that. I would suggest, Charles, if you ever get a chance, get interviewed by Luke. He's a great interviewer. And he'll make you look. He'll make you shine, man. He'll make you shine.
On his I've been on a show with him before, and I was supposed to do his podcast, but I had to take care of some medical stuff, so I had to leave.
Hey, I know that all too well, brother. You're preaching to the choir now. I know that all too well. I got you. Somebody said something. Let's see. Oh, speaking of, look here, Luke Childers. How are you doing tonight? There he is. All right, we're gonna play Luke Childers' commercial. Then when we come back out of it, we're gonna watch you referee. All right, let's do it.
Sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Childers presents The Bottom Line, a Facebook wrestling podcast with you, the fans, in mind, with all the latest interviews and information on today's independent professional wrestling in the Carolinas and all the surrounding areas. If you want to see what's going down in independent wrestling, just go to Facebook and find The Bottom Line. That's The Bottom Line with Luke Childers.
All right, we are back. And the wrestling match we are going to watch, it just happened at Wrestling Evolution. I want to thank Wrestling Evolution for allowing me to do this, put this match up here. You refereed Savannah Evans, who is a TNA knockout superstar, versus Caitlin Marie. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, go on YouTube, check out Wrestling Evolution episode 35. That's where I got this match. Check out all their episodes. It's a great company to work with. But we're going to go ahead and start this off and get it going because I've got the whole thing on here, even the entrances and everything. So we're going to watch the whole thing. See if I can get – I keep doing that. Oh, what did I do? I just made a mistake. All right, let me try this again, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Technical error on me. I'm sorry. I was trying to do too much, and I messed up. So give me a second, and I'll get it back up there again. There we go. All right. I'm having a bad night. It's been a while. This is what happens when you fall out of the saddle, ladies and gentlemen, and you're off because of your mouth or anything else for your health. You come back and you forget how to push the buttons. All right, here we go. All right, so here's Savannah Evans coming out. Her first match ever at Wrestling Evolution. Looking mean as ever. That girl right there, she can fight. Let me tell you. The Cannibal.
But yeah,
Now, go ahead.
Wrestling Evolution is a great company. It's the premier spot in North Carolina, and it's
Yeah, there you are over there in the corner with your slick back hair out of sight, looking really good. I love it.
yes, sir. But yeah, it's the I. This is going to be a hot take, but Wrestling Evolution is the best company in North Carolina right now. One of the best.
Okay. Hey, you got your opinion, man. I love it. Larissa, come back again. Not to mention you have fell on the show before. Yes, I fell on this show many times, 2 or 3 times. All right, Caitlin Marie, she comes on now. She's a fan favorite at Wrestling Evolution. These two women both. This right here for me, and I didn't watch the whole show, so again, you have to take that with a grain of salt. But I imagine this was pretty close to match of the night.
Yeah, every match there actually was the match of the night. Every show stole
Right.
because this was our WrestleMania. This was our first time outside of the campground.
Okay.
This was our biggest crowd yet, with some of the biggest names in wrestling. So everyone.
Oh, look it over there. Look it over there. Look it. There's Chuck Winchester and Tim over there.
Yes, sir.
Probably already talking about you.
They talked about me right here. Voice crack.
They do. They say your name about right here, don't they?
Yes, sir.
Well, I do have to ask this, though, because you're the first referee that I've asked that I know refereed a women's match, and we're watching it right now. Do you referee a women's match different than a men's match? Is there any difference in either one?
Yes. So for women's, I always try and be careful and like ask if they're okay and whatnot, and always make sure they're good. But I try and stay. I don't want to say stay as far as away from them, but I try and like give them their space because I don't want
You let them be the center of attention.
Yeah, but I also don't want to like invade their space or like accidentally like make them uncomfortable. So I always like to respect the ladies and.
I'll tell you another thing I enjoy about watching you referee. You don't just stand there. When they do a move, you can see by your face, you're grimacing. You're like, ooh, that's a big move. Ooh, that's I like that because it makes the match look even bigger.
Yes, sir. And that's one thing I was trying to as a ref. Like,
she's getting in your face right there.
This was that was a scary moment.
Savannah Evans is not a small girl, ladies and gentlemen. Savannah Evans is probably taller than you. She looks taller than you.
She's taller than me, and she got more muscles than me. So
yeah, she there. I don't know if it already happened, but she got right up in your face. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, you're counting them right here. Going to get up to the 3 count, almost the 4 count. Okay. But she's looking at you like, what are you doing, man?
He doesn't like the rest.
But again, as you see, and it could be just a great videography at Wrestling Evolution, but we don't see you until right here. All that stuff happened between them two girls. You were counting the 4 count, the 5 count, and we don't see you. You're not in the picture. And that's, to me, that's a great thing.
Yes, sir. And it's also because we have one of the greatest videographers at Wrestling Evolution.
They do. They have some great guys there, but I can see. Look at you're trying to tell them to get out of the corner, but again, you want to give them space, and that's pretty cool. I like that. Oh, here we go. Hello, Charles Fuller. Looking forward to having you on June 22nd at SNEW.
I'm excited to be there. Excited to finally make my debut.
They said hello, Scott. And there you go. At the bottom of the screen, you guys see at Wrestling Evolution, all the places you could watch the matches. I tell you, please go and watch Wrestling Evolution. This is great quality wrestling right here. If you're not going to see the show live, you're missing out because look, you missed Savannah Evans and Caitlin Marie live. I mean, you can't beat that. These
And
two girls. Oh! I know that hurt.
if you
Caitlin's putting it on her. Oh!
if you saw, you could see I was in the way, and that's one thing I need to get better at. Is sometimes I'm in the way a lot, like when they're about to do a corner move. And
But you got out. You got out. The move
just,
went smooth. I mean, everything worked out. It wasn't like they ran into you or anything.
right. But yeah, if y'all are ever at Wrestling Evolution, so or thinking about coming, come down. It's only $15, $20, depending on what seat you get, and you see a lot of stuff in person that you will never see online, and it's all
Right.
fun time.
Without a doubt, man. There's a lot of great wrestlers, and if you don't believe me, like I said, go on YouTube, look up Wrestling Evolution. All their episodes will pop up. But as you can see, they have a quality venue. They have two great commentators over there that are commentating the matches. It's a real professional setup, man. I have to give to Tim Wilcox. He's a very, very great owner and promoter there. She's got some kind of chokehold on her. You checked on her. She said no.
But yeah,
But this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Watch right here. He'll come in, he does his job, and then he'll leave the picture, and these two women will wrestle. Watch. You don't see him now. Well, he poked his head in there. Had to prove me a liar. But you see, he's way out of the way. Oh, I love that expression when she hits her in the jaw, and you're like, oh. That's great. I love it.
But yeah, Wrestling Evolution, and this goes for every indie promotion out there. Their tickets are cheap for a good quality show. I mean,
Right.
$10 to see future and former WWE superstars and people on their way to make it big. You get to watch them instead of paying like thousands of dollars to go watch.
Right. Oh, crossbody right there. Gonna get the pin. You're right on it. 1, 2, and it's a 2 count. Ben Wolf said you'll only get better as you keep doing it. That is true.
That is. Another thing about the show, though, everyone was trying to put on their best because, like I said, it was like our WrestleMania, our biggest event, and the venue we usually run at, the campground, they have a very low ceiling. So when you're in the ring, your head's like right there at the roof or the railing. So we had a
But what's amazing is there's a point in this match. I don't want to give too much away, but there's a point in this match where one of the competitors actually gets up on the top rope and does a top rope move. So, you know, they know the ceiling's kind of low, but they get it done.
Right, and you know, at the campground, you can't do superplex off the top rope. So
I got you.
this was the best.
She's got her up. What's she gonna do? Oh, comes off the ropes. Looks like a leg drop. No, bomb. Okay. Yeah, I do notice every time they do a big move, you're right there to say, "Hey, are you okay?" Oh, sure. Big spear.
Gotta make sure they don't give.
1, 2. You immediately turn and tell the commentators 2.
And the timekeeper.
Right. These two girls flat out beat the crap out of each other.
Oh yeah, they did.
They are putting it to each other.
But yeah, one thing as a ref, and every ref should do this, but always when you count or ask if they give, always look directly at the person that's in control of the bell, because there's some shows where the person will ring the bell before the match is over with, because they thought they had they
They
won.
thought there was a 3 count or something like that. They do it premature. There it is again at Wrestling Evolution on YouTube.
That was one of the most fun but scary moments when she got on my face. He was like, "How's that not a 3? That was a 3."
Cowboy Bob says we will have you on our June 22nd show at SNEW. We are proud to have you, Mr. Fuller.
Thank you, and thank you for wanting me to be a part of See No Evil. I appreciate
And
it.
again, the 2 count. They are going back and forth. Let me tell you, Caitlin Marie is in the ring with somebody who's been on TV, TNA, quite a few times. She's showing that she deserves to be there too. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. But look at this. She has got the cannibal laid out. And that's not easy to do, ladies and gentlemen. Like we said at the beginning of the show, she is a big girl. I'm not talking big as in fat. I'm talking about big as in strong, you know. And oh, she got caught. She got caught just as I was bragging on her. Oh, she's biting her now. Oh my goodness, there's the cannibal coming out in her. Uh-oh. This isn't going to end well for Caitlin Marie. Oh, that hurt just a little bit. 1, 2, 3. What a great match. This is the 3rd time I've seen this match, and it's still, I can still go back and watch it again. But again, you did a great job refereeing. I'm going to let it play for a few minutes because there's something here at the end I want you guys to see. As you see, Caitlin Marie if the match is over, she falls out of the ring. She doesn't look in a good way, and here you come.
Yes,
making sure she's okay. I'm pretty sure she was, but you went over and checked on her.
Yes, sir. Always got to check on them, see if they're okay, and if they need help to the back.
And there you go. Savannah Evans gets her win. So that was a good job, man. Good job of refereeing. Like I said, to me, if a referee is hardly seen, and I'm not saying this to be mean because I know you guys do a great job, but if I'm not paying attention to you, you're doing your job. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Unless there's something in the ring where you got to have a blind eye. I get the blind eye thing, where, if, especially in a tag team match when somebody's going to be cheating behind you, that's expected from the heels, to do things behind the referee's back. Have you ever had an instance where something was called like cheating behind your back and you accidentally turned around too soon?
Yes. This one company I did before, I was chatting, I was chatting on the wrestlers, and I went to turn around, and the manager was trying to get a hold of the baby face, and the heel didn't really try and distract me at all, and I didn't know that manager was.
Well, if the heel didn't distract you, he didn't do his job. That caused a chain reaction at that point, right?
Yes, sir.
I got you. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, people see that. Fans see that, most fans that come to a wrestling show, not all of them, but most fans know the wrestling rules and know what a referee, is supposed to be looking for. How do you feel when something's going on behind your back and you hear the crowd, referee, turn? Does that make you feel good?
Yes, sir. It does.
gives you a chill, like they're cheering for you, right?
But half the time, I can't hear them because I'm focused, tunnel vision on trying to enforce the rules and get that person out there or get that rep out. So
there you go. I got you. Without a doubt. All right, we're going to hit a commercial real quick for Retro Toys and Collectibles. And on the other side of that commercial, we're going to play my favorite game of all time. I love it. We're going to do name drop. I'm going to show you 5 pictures of people that you should know. And you tell me anything you want to tell me about them. And we'll be right back after this quick message for name drop.
This is 4-Foot Batman. And 4-Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro toys and collectibles, movie memorabilia, Magic the Gathering cards, wrestling figures, Hot Wheels, the always popular Funko Pops, and much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
Hashtag Truth Podcast. Hashtag Truth. Speaking truth. Yeah, we'll never back down. Hashtag Truth. Shine light on the underground. Hashtag Truth. Uncovering what they don't want known. Hashtag Truth.
Oh, I could listen to that song all night long. I'm sorry. I love that. As a matter of fact, if you guys like country music, stick around to the end of the show when I do upcoming shows. A great song written just for this show, for the upcoming shows. I think it's terrific, and I'm going to play that for the first time tonight. So you get not only being the only show this week, you're the only one that's going to hear that song first. So that is awesome.
I listen.
All right. This is Name Drop, ladies and gentlemen, and I am going to show Mr. Charles Fuller 5 pictures, and he's going to tell me about them. We're going to start off with I'm pretty sure it's a friend of his because I have it under good authority. You know this guy. Let's start off with Mr. Josh Cash.
Oh, he's a great guy, great referee. I look up to him, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be the ref I am today. So
Melissa, I don't know if this is Larissa or Melissa at this point, but my favorite game as well. Thank you. And she said, "Can I play too?" You're darn tootin'. You can. You can put them up here, and I'll put anything you say. I'll put up here as we're going along. So Josh Cash is a good friend of yours. Does he referee at a lot of places you referee at?
Wrestling Evolution. He's the head ref there.
Okay, so he's the head ref at Wrestling. Okay, well, there you go. So do you look up to him? Do you ever go up there and ask him questions?
Yes, sir. So I look up to him. Like I said, I wouldn't be the ref I am and the person who I am without him. Ever since starting at Wrestling Evolution, he's always there. And at the end of each show, every show I'm on, I like to go up to the ref and the wrestlers and ask them how I did, what I can do better, and they always tell me what I can do better.
I love that. I love that. All right, here's another one I'm pretty sure you're familiar with, another referee, Mr. John Harkey.
I love him. We always tease each other. It's a fun time. And again, if it wasn't for him, wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have the success I have had in his short career.
That is awesome.
Look up to him.
I love that. Now, the next two are going to be wrestlers that you have wrestled, that you listen to me, that you wrestled, that you refereed their matches. The first one, I've watched this match. I was told this morning about this match, and you ref this guy, Mr. Tommy Okami. What do you think of old Tommy?
Tommy, great guy, great wrestler. It's always fun.
Did he listen to you in the ring?
They do listen to me in the ring.
Good deal. Good deal. Let's see. I might have skipped something. Yep. Larissa said John Harkey, great ref. Melissa, I don't know who it is, but they said great ref, and I agree.
I agree. 3.
I'm so confused right now.
There's not enough good things about Tommy to say. He's a great guy, great listener. He's always improving in the ring, and he's always there to help me out, and he's a great wrestler. And if y'all don't know who he is, y'all need to know who he is because he's going to be the top name one day.
Tommy, a crowd favorite. There you go. All right, let's move on to number 4. We just watched you referee her, Miss Savannah Evans.
Great wrestler. I loved working her. I met her a few times as a fan, in the past. So It was a cool moment to.
Now I've got to ask. You just said something. You met her as a fan. Now I know you're a referee, but when you get an opportunity to see somebody like Savannah Evans or Braun Strowman or one of the, does the fan take over the referee? And sometimes you just got to go up and say, "Hey, man, can I take a picture or can I have an autograph?" Does it happen?
It does, and I try and stay as professional as I can. I don't want to be too annoying, and I don't want to give off a bad name or anything. But I always go up, be respectful.
How could you be giving somebody a bad name if you're a fan of a professional wrestler who's on TV? I mean, I understand that you're there to do a job, but I'm sorry. If Braun Strowman walked into a room where I was at, or I would give you one even better, I named my son after him. If Bret the Hitman Hart walked into a room or he came on my podcast, I'm going to squeal like a girl. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'll just lose it because he was my favorite growing up. So, you have a lot more willpower than I do, sir, without a doubt.
At the end of the day, they're your coworkers. They're someone you're working with. So I don't want to bombard them because they're there to do their job. And sometimes wrestlers want to be treated as friends or equals, and I don't want to bombard them or.
I got you.
If it's someone I've been on shows with names I grew up watching, and so I'll go up to them "Hi, my name's so and so. I love watching your stuff. Is it okay if I take a photo?" Because I know a lot of times, this was a big problem back in the days. It was don't take the photo, and but now
I got you. Some it just depends on the wrestler most of the time. It really does.
But luckily, all of them have been super nice, and I have been able to get a photo with them, which is really cool.
That's totally awesome. Larissa said, Savannah Evans, great talent and love to see her shine. I remember when she started. What's cool about that is I went on her page to get this picture, and everyone that I know in our area is on her friends list. And I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. So she remembers where she comes from. She is that type. She has to be, because some people, when they make it big, they try to get rid of their past, or at least most of the wrestlers that they left behind. She's not one of them. She appreciates she knows where she come from. She appreciates everyone and everything that everyone else is doing to make her look good. And that just warms my heart. I love Savannah Evans. Every time I get a chance to see her on TNA or any other show, I just get tickled to death, especially knowing that she's she's one that came from home. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hardy Boys that you were talking about earlier, The Hardy Boys came from North Carolina. So every time we see them, us North Carolina or people that live in North Carolina or go to North Carolina for shows, usually look up and, hey, that's a Carolina kid,
Sure.
I am usually the cool one, and I could talk to any of the legends, and Chris can't speak. We ran into Jeff Jarrett, and I could not speak. He was like, are you okay? JEFFJARRET. Come on, you got to do it, Melissa. I know that's Melissa right there because she was talking about her husband. So, all right, name number 5. Gotta love this name. Mr. Tim Wilcox, the owner and promoter of Wrestling Evolution.
I have nothing bad to say. He's a great guy. He puts out a great production, and like I said, I look up to him. He's a great guy, and if it wasn't for him and the opportunities he took on me, I wouldn't be where I am, because a lot of places I'm booked for have seen me on Wrestling Evolution. So if it wasn't for him and deciding to take a chance on me, it wouldn't be possible.
Now I didn't have his picture. I didn't put his picture up or anything, but I have to say I want to give a big shout out to, he was on earlier, Chuck Winchester. He got us together to do this interview. He's the one that brought your name to me, and I'm glad because I'm having a great time, Charles. I'm glad you came on.
Me too.
Let me get everything back to normal here. I'm glad you came on and you're having a good time, man. I hope you had a good time too.
I did.
Now, unfortunately, Facebook did not work all the way through the show. I tried to do it a couple more times. But as soon as this show is over, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to download the episode off of StreamYard, and I'm going to upload it to my Facebook page. I will tag Charles in it and a couple other people like Tim Wilcox and Chuck and all the other. So if you want to watch it on Facebook, you've got it. Or if you want to send somebody to Facebook to see it, it'll be right on your page, Charles. So everybody can see it if they haven't already seen it. So we got one more thing to do. Tim Wilcox, great promoter. Yes, very much so. Very classy guy. I've never met him, but from all the stories I've heard, very classy guy.
Very
all right, we're going to head into our last thing, and you know what that is.
Hashtag Truth Podcast. Hashtag Truth. Speaking truth. Yeah, we'll never back down. Hashtag Truth. Shining light on the underground. Hashtag Truth. Uncovering what they don't want known. Hashtag Truth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting into the music.
I know.
I love that song. Oh, I love it. Okay. So this is, tell us where to find you. If you're an owner or promoter, if I'm an owner or promoter and I'm trying to find you to book you for a show to be a referee, where would I hit you up at?
So I have a few different social medias. I want to first start it off. I have a Gmail you can find me at. It's refcharlesfuller at gmail.com. So REF Charles Fuller at gmail.com. And then I have my Facebook, which is Charles Fuller. And
just like the name right over there, ladies and gentlemen, right there.
Right there.
Yep.
And then I have an Instagram. It's RCF_04.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
All my wrestling stuff.
Okay. All right. There you go. Melissa said, I've had a good time. Don't hold my comments against Larissa Childers. It's Missy Childers on here. So I knew it was you the whole time, Missy. I was just giving some fun. I was just having some fun. But that is cool that a mom came on. I thought that was so cool that you're so great and so respectable and such a great young man. And she was like, hey, I want my daughter to hook up with somebody like that. That's pretty cool, man. I love that. That just shows you can have a good time on hashtag Truth, ladies and gentlemen. But, man, Charles, I've had so much fun. I'd like to have you back maybe in a couple of months or so after you get some more bookings under your belt. And we'll talk to you about some of the matches, watch another match that you're in or something like that, and have a good time, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we're going to end the show with upcoming shows, the video. As soon as this ends, unfortunately, I'm going to cut the feed. So we will see you guys next week because tomorrow, again, I'm going in for mouth surgery. I won't be able to talk for the rest of the week. My stitches that were in my mouth from last week's surgery are just now starting to dissolve out. A couple of them fell into my hand just before I was eating supper. So this side's all good and to go. Now they got to hit this side. So I'm definitely going to be down. But Charles, man, I appreciate you being here, and we're going to see upcoming shows. Here we go. And listen to this song, ladies and gentlemen. This is awesome. I love country music too. I love all styles of music, but this song hits home. Here we go.
It's a Saturday night smackdown in this little town. Heroes and villains taking each other down. With every cheer and every shout, it's what life's all about. In a ring of dreams where the ropes meet the ground. Concession stands are buzzing, kids with cotton candy, adults with cold beer shouting, get on Randy. The air's thick with the fire, adrenaline's high. Tonight the underdogs win, their spirits won't die. Light bulbs, flash cameras, catch the strained expressions. The town's here in full force, united by their obsessions. Storylines unfold from heartaches to high flights. Champions rise and fall under the glittering lights.